What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hot Site Broadcasting coming back to you guys again here today, this time from Pocono. Fresh off a New Hampshire race. We are going to go right into it. Who's going to be our pole sitter? Oh my gosh. Martin Truex Jr. And then Reddick, Hamlin, Gibbs, Wallace, holy Toyota, the top five. And then Larson and Byron, some Hendrick guys, Briscoe. And then some Penske guys to round out the top 10 with Logano and Blaney. Oh my gosh, Truex has been so dominant this season. Are we ever going to stop talking about him? I mean, going for 8 wins. I mean, are you kidding me? If he wins this race, give him the championship and end it. I mean, this is insane how dominant he's been this season. He's been so dominant. Finally get to see the 11 car back up front. It's been a while. Gibbs going for that first career win. Wallace having a good run, just trying to make the playoffs. Reddick, second last week, hopes to win today. Only 1 win this season for him. 40 lapper here at Pocono. Green flag. Toyota, Toyota, Toyota. The entire top 5's Toyotas here. There we go. Into that first corner. Reddick is clear of Hamlin to come down. Back here racing side by side. Hamlin clears Gibbs. Gibbs is clear of Larson and Wallace side by side for 5th behind him. See Byron and Briscoe, Blaney, Logano all right there. Busch, Bowman, Elliott. Larson clear of Wallace. Everybody side by side back here still. Fighting for positions. 3 wide. Bowman, Elliott, and Suarez. I think I hear smashing going on back there. These guys are still 3 wide off the corner. Ooh. These guys are close. Teammates. Ooh, contact. Elliott and Suarez. Ooh, more contact down the straightaway. Still 3 wide back here. Now Suarez in the middle of Priest and Bell. They were so close to wrecking multiple times there. And they still could wreck here into 1. Suarez in the middle. Now he's in the middle of Bell and Bowman. Is he going to stay 3 wide off the corner? Priest on the bottom. Oh my gosh. How did they make it through that? That was close racing right there. Elliott and Suarez had a lot of contact. Racing for 15th back here. Oh my gosh. I swear I heard somebody hit the wall before all that even started too. Meanwhile, back at the front here, Truex is out front. Reddick 2nd. Gibbs 3rd. Hamlin 4th. Chase Briscoe 5th. Larson, Wallace, and Blaney racing here. A lot of single file for the most part. Top 4 getting away. Chase Briscoe going for back-to-back top 6 runs, or top 10 runs. Racing back here, Gregson's got by Ryan Preece. Looks like Keselowski underneath DiBenedetto. For 19th and 20th, Michael McDowell right there as well. I'm waiting for somebody to turn somebody. This has been super racy so far. Chastain right there behind Nemechek. It's been a bad start to the race for Chastain. I don't think he qualified great either, outside the top 20. Buescher as well after a top 5 run outside the top 20. Ooh, these guys are wobbly getting into the corner. Somebody's got to turn somebody. I mean, these guys have been aggressive so far, which I like to see. Somebody's got to wreck somebody. We haven't had a wreck in a while. Buescher looking underneath Chastain. Preece has got back by Noah Gragson. DiBenedetto now on the outside of Gragson. McDowell looking to the outside of Keselowski. Ooh, DiBenedetto missed the corner. Larson underneath Briscoe for 5th. Truex is getting away from Reddick, who's getting away from Gibbs. Hamlin right there on Gibbs. Larson is got by Chase Briscoe. Blaney's next. Then looks like it'll be Byron's turn. All pouncing on the 14 car. Bubba Wallace not too far back. Remember, Wallace started right there with the rest of the Toyotas. Started 5th. He's already dropped to about 9th or 10th. Ooh, Wallace into the back of Byron a little bit there. Byron actually going to use that momentum and going to try and pass Blaney on the outside. And it's going to work. Quarter of the way through this thing, almost. Can anybody beat Truex, or is Truex really about to get his 8th win of the year? Reddick misses the corner. Ty Gibbs could get by him for 2nd. And then Gibbs could be in the catbird seat if something is to happen to Truex. Or if he can even run him down, maybe. Reddick rockets back by on the outside. Tell you what, Larson and Byron are trying to run these leaders down. They want no part in this. Big gap there between Chase Elliott in 13th, Daniel Suarez in 14th. That's almost 3 seconds between those guys right there. Reddick and Gibbs right to the back bumper of Truex. Hamlin's right there. Larson and Byron are coming. We're about halfway through this thing. We could see pits here. Oh, we should see pits. It comes right down to the wire. So this one's going to get interesting here towards the end. If we don't get a caution, I mean, we've seen it before where the pit is the same amount. The pit window is the same as what the laps are in the race. So, and they, not saying that'll happen here, but what happened last time earlier this season, they pitted 4 or 5 laps, 2 or 3 laps before the race was over. So they did pit. Nobody was able to make it. Could somebody make it here? Could they all make it? Could they all pit? Maybe we have a split decision. Larson and Byron are coming. Now, whether they'll be able to make the pass or not, I don't know. But probably not, the way this is. But they're coming. They're at least going to be in the mix. Reddick is right there on Truex. Truex trying to lead every lap of the race. Back-to-back weekends. He did that last week in New Hampshire. Gibbs looking to the outside of Reddick, not going to get there. Truex, Reddick, Gibbs, Hamlin, Larson, Byron. Top 6 under a blanket. They drove off to almost a 4-second gap to 7th place of Chase Briscoe. Truex now has opened up the gap. Larson is past Hamlin for 4th. Or no, Hamlin's got back by him. They were side by side at the line. Hamlin has got back by Larson. Over 4.5 seconds back to Kyle Busch now in 7th. I mean, this has been such a dominant season for Truex. I mean, he's been so dominant. I wouldn't have expected somebody to, he's going for his 8th win. That would be a series record. And we've got many races left. Many races left. Actually, this might be 3 in a row. If Truex wins this would for sure be 2 in a row. This might be 3 in a row, which we haven't seen a 3 in a row yet. And Truex could be about to do that. We have not seen 3 in a row yet. We have not seen 8 wins. Chastain with the series record 7 last year. Truex right there with 6. He's got 7 so far this season, tying Chastain, and I'm sure he'll win at least 1 race before the season's over to break Chastain's record, and it could happen today. And there's a chance he ends up doubling that record. He's on pace for about 12 wins this season, but if he gets what could be 3 in a row today, I mean, he's going to end up being on pace for 13 or 14 wins. Sure, the pace will slow down eventually, but heck, it might not. Is there enough races left in the season for him to beat Richard Petty's record of, 18 wins? I doubt he'll even come close to that, but to even be going for his 8th win this season with this many races left in the year yet, I mean, he's going to be going into the playoffs with a load of playoff points, probably a championship 4 lock unless something happens. And something might happen, and he could still make it, because he's also looking to be the regular season champion. So Truex far and away the dominant driver this season. 10 to go here. And we'll see. Pit stops could shake things up here. Reddick, 1 win this season. He had a win last season. Gibbs, winless last year and this year, so he's going for his first win. Hamlin, 3 wins this year. Larson only 1. Byron 2. Busch, Elliott, Briscoe winless. Logano has a win. Bell, the defending champion, winless. Bubba Wallace winless. Ryan Blaney has 3. Everybody else other than Chris Buescher in 21st is winless. Buescher did get a win at Darlington. Pit stop should shake things up, and whoever wins the pit stop cycle likely will win the race because passing has been pretty much impossible. Reddick right there, center into the corner. I mean, just with his 7 wins alone, he'd be going in with 35 playoff points, and then you factor in 15 for the regular season champion, he would have be 50. It'd be 50 playoff points to start the playoffs with. 50. So he'd basically be starting the playoffs plus 50 in the first round, because the cut line, those guys are going to have probably 0, maybe 1. At the most, 1 or 2. So for him to go in with 50 playoff points, and that's if he doesn't win here, he'd be going in with 55 if he wins here, and we'll see, he'll probably win a few more before the playoffs come. So, he's looking to go into the playoffs with a massive point cushion, and to think second place would be probably, second in points is Byron, but he's got 2 wins. Hamlin is third in points, and he's got 3, so it'd be his 15 plus, would it be 8 or something like that? So yeah, Truex would be doubling the second most. So Hamlin would probably be second. If the playoffs started today, Hamlin would be second in the playoffs standings with 20-something playoff points. So Truex, I'm saying he's a championship 4 lock already, and he's just trying to add to that resume. I mean, this has been a dominant season. And we still have potential pit stops here, and that shakes everything up. All 6 of these guys up front then pretty much have a shot to win, because whoever gets in and out of pit road the best. We've seen Byron struggle a ton this season on pit road. Hamlin has passed Ty Gibbs now for third. He's clear as well. Gibbs back after him, but Hamlin's clear. That's good, because if we do pit cycles, he's got a position now. Hamlin could very easily start closing that gap and becoming the favorite with Truex. If he wins here, then put him at 4 wins. 3 behind Truex, but if he wins another 1 or 2, sure, Truex is the clear favorite, but Hamlin could be right there with him. Six to go. Coming to 5 to go. Anytime now, we could see pit stops. We may not see them at all. We've seen the fuel window come close at multiple tracks last season. Guys pitting late, some not, because that's how Keselowski won Texas. Keselowski was running second, and Bell coming to the white flag pitted and ended up losing that race. Keselowski, that was his only win in this series. He hasn't won yet this season. And he was running well. He's running second, so he was competitive that race. You know, 5 to go, and we're starting to see Truex. You know, these top 6 are starting to kind of spread out a little bit. Larson's real close to Gibbs, but then there's a gap to Hamlin, gap to Reddick, and then a big gap to Martin Truex Jr. Byron there in 6th as well, right there. So, still no pits, coming to 4 to go. No guarantee they pit either. Truex looking for that 7th win this season. Or no, looking for that 8th win this season. He's already got 7. Looking for, it's for sure 2 in a row. It could be 3 in a row, and if I'm not going crazy, it could be 4 in a row. But I don't think it is, because I think Hamlin won Sonoma. So I'm not sure. It for sure would be 2 in a row, which means he'd be going for 3 in a row next week. But there's a chance. I don't remember who won. I don't remember what track it was 3 weeks ago. Daytona was recently as well, so I'm not sure. I think this might be going for 2 in a row. Because Logano won Daytona. Alright, coming to 3 to go. No pits. At least not by the top 3. Top 3 pulling away from the other 3. Hey! Caesar! Alright, any minute now, coming to 2 to go. If they're going to pit, I mean, unless they pit come into the white or even come into the checkered, which will make this race even crazier. Here we go. 2 to go, and I think we do have pits. They're going wide. Yeah, I think Reddick. Oh, they're all coming down pit road here, coming to 2 to go. I knew it. Same thing here. All 6 of them coming down pit road. Now, does anybody stay out? So far, no. I believe we do have a few that stayed out. We will have to see there. I believe it was Keselowski, Chastain, I believe. They will likely pit next lap. Truex wins the race off pit road. Reddick 2nd, Hamlin 3rd. Gibbs 4th, Byron 5th, and an issue for Larson. Way off. He's going to finish 6th, way behind these leaders. All right, now we got to go watch the 6th of Keselowski. Likely going to pit this time. Him and Chastain did not pit. Do they pit come into the checkered? They're likely going to pit here, come into the white. Out of the final turn, coming down pit road is the 6. Coming down pit road is the 1. This is likely Truex's 8th win of the season now. He won the race off pit road. Is Reddick going to go back-to-back second-place finishes? Both to Truex, more than likely. Here we go. White flags in the air. Keselowski and Chastain, unless they win the race off pit road, which they were way far back. I don't see that happening. Not going to happen. This has changed the running order quite a bit. Truex looking for 8 wins this season. And unless something crazy happens, he's going to get it. Yellow, caution is out. Truex is the winner. So what happened this time? I don't see anything. Had a caution last week and we never found out what it was for. Hope that didn't just happen again. I'd like to at least see what happened if a caution was to come out. Yeah, I don't really see a reason for a caution. Oh, Hemrick and LaJoy wrecking here after the start-finish line. Truex, 8 wins. Unbelievable. Back-to-back. Is this 3 in a row? Yeah, 1, 2. Chicagoland. Did he win Chicagoland? I don't know. This might be 3 in a row for Truex. I mean, look at that. 8 wins. Blaney and Hamlin have 3. You could triple them with another win. Well, that'll do it. Trying to see, is that 3 in a row for Truex? There's no way I can tell without going back and looking, but could be. So that'll lead us to Indianapolis next. And 6 races left in the regular season. Peace.